Live from your trusted local news source, KCRG News starts now.
Good morning and happy Sunday. What's a good S word for how cold it is outside? Snowy,
yeah.
Scary.
No.
Happy Sunday,
Yes.
and it's cold. I was trying to do some alliteration
There we go.
and it did not work. Happy Sunday, and thank you for joining us for our 10 a.m. live stream. We do these each weekend morning at 10 a.m. and we just kind of chat about what we are seeing for that day's weather and what could be changing in the coming future.
Right.
So Camille, today's big story. Well, actually, let's take a step back from today.
Right.
Let's take a look at yesterday as well. So yesterday was snow. First there was the snow. So let's start there. What time and what were we seeing when it came to all of the snow that fell in the area?
So we were seeing road conditions really were pretty poor from this. We knew this ahead of time. Slick spots were a huge concern as we were going about this storm. Had a first alert day yesterday because of it. Well, looking even at these are current road conditions, where that snow felt heaviest further south, we are still dealing with partially to completely covered roads across some of the area. I-80, which was closed for a good portion of yesterday due to
Many hours.
many multi-vehicle crashes that occurred on there, is now completely seasonal at this point. As they were clearing out those cars and all of that, they did take plows right in behind them to get those cleared out. So other areas are still completely covered or partially covered across some of our southern viewing area.
Yeah, if we kind of look at this for a little bit, you can see I-380 is in the green. It's been in the green throughout the night. That's what I take into work, and it's been fine since at least midnight.
Yes.
So that one was cleared out pretty quickly. It's impressive that I-80 is green right now based on just how many accidents there were on that roadway yesterday. But you can see that blue that's partially covered in snow still. The pink, completely covered still. There's some in the areas west of Iowa City that are just still seeing that snow coverage from that snow yesterday. And I think what really makes it tricky is just how cold it has been, too.
Yes.
That ice and just keeping that snow around. But they're not all pink, so that's good. That's good news.
Good news for people who are out and trying to get out on the roads today. If you're heading out and about, cold day to be out and about, but
so yesterday was snow.
yes. While we're at it, talking about snow, take a look at some of those snowfall totals.
6 inches?
Yeah, Muscatine at 6 inches. Oskaloosa at 4.9, Solon at 3.8, New London at 3.5 inches, Tiffin at 2.7 inches of snow. We really appreciate all of you guys also sending in your reports. That really helps us to kind of look at some of those snowfall totals, but it looked right around the Iowa City area, a little bit further south of Iowa City is where we saw some of that, like just a huge dot of heavier snowfall totals. They got a very quick time of very heavy snowfall. Otherwise, the viewing area further south saw 2 to 4 inches. And then as you hit north of Iowa City, up until about that Waterloo area, coming down into central parts of our viewing area, traced 2 inches there. So if you looked at our forecast, it was pretty on the dot. So if you're trying to get an idea of how much we actually got across the area.
I was going to say, at my house, I might have seen about a quarter inch, and that's me measuring with my boots in the snow, not a measuring tape. It wasn't anything, it wasn't a professional reading.
Yes.
I was going to say, right in our area, it wasn't too heavy, but to see Muscatine at 6 inches from yesterday, I can only imagine how much snow total Muscatine has seen through the last couple of weekends, because it's been a rough winter so far.
It's been a rough winter. So just coming out into here and trying to get ready for this live stream was quickly looking at the National Weather Service. From Des Moines, they sent out a notification that Waterloo has seen its 6th heaviest snowfall from just this year alone on records. So from when we started in snowfall in November to now, it is already the 6th heaviest snowfall year on records.
It's only been 3 weekends.
Right. 3 weekends and we got records broken. Wow. Yeah.
Happy December. I love snow.
Yeah.
I will say it every single time we talk about the snow.
Oh, yes.
I love it. This is a lot of snow, though. This is a lot to
Yes.
be dealing with.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, snow.
Yes.
We're not expecting any snow right now,
Nope.
which is good. But the problem with today, and call it a problem, maybe if you were out at 6 a.m. like we were.
Yeah.
Really cold.
Very, very
And
cold.
it's still chilly, and it's going to be chilly throughout the day. I mean, it's winter.
Yes.
But
This is how cold we were this morning. These are the coldest temperatures.
and these aren't, sorry.
No, go for it.
These aren't wind chills.
No,
This is real temperature.
these are real temperatures. And I want you to also take a very quick look. So at our banner, we also have what we should be seeing for this time of year. So low typically is 18 degrees. We're seeing 18, but add like a minus sign onto the front of that. We're far below zero for the morning. Those were our actual temperatures, seen between -5 and -15 across the area. Yay!
Yay!
Woo! But so that was this morning. Probably 6, 7 o'clock in the morning was the coldest time of the day. We were able to get a lot of that heat to just evaporate overnight, and go out because clear skies overnight. But here's where temperatures are at now.
So we've warmed up a little.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! 4 hours later, we're seeing slightly warmer temperatures.
It is still cold.
Yes.
Long story short, it's still cold outside.
Definitely. So still, these are your actual temperatures. And I think this is probably the graphic that's been
my
most drastic
goodness.
and the story of the day really is
Yes.
this, is wind chills between -20, -30. We saw wind chills in the morning between -25 and -35. That means frostbite sets in 30 minutes at that point on any exposed skin. So that was really the concern this morning.
No, definitely. And these are temperatures, I mean, again, we stepped outside for a very brief moment to see how that felt. And it was just instant stinging.
Yes.
Your skin instantly stung because of how cold these wind chills are. I mean, we were bundled up.
Yes.
I had gloves and a scarf, but the seams where the gloves didn't meet the coat, that exposed skin, just pain.
Yeah, I had to scrape some frost off of my windshield this morning, and I had mittens on my hands, but they're the mittens that you can pull over the top, so you're still able to get on underneath it, and I could just feel that my fingertips were starting to get super cold. I was outside for 2-3 minutes because frost, thankfully, was very easily to just scrape off, but it took minutes for my hands to already get cold. So just keeping that in mind as you're heading out the door this morning.
It's a good reminder that these temperatures can be dangerous if you're standing outside and you've got exposed skin.
Yes.
Put on your hats to cover your ears, your scarves, pull them up over your cheeks to keep them nice and warm, gloves for your fingers. You don't want to risk frostbite.
No.
Even if you think you're going to be outside for 5 minutes, it's not going to feel pleasant. If you can find a pair of gloves stashed away, probably in your best interest to put them on.
Yeah, definitely. Yay! Well, let's just take a quick look at where we're heading over the next 24 hours for those wind chills.
Look, the negative goes away.
The negative goes away, but we got to get to tomorrow morning, really, when we can start seeing those negatives. We have to get through today. Looking at warmest temperature, actual temperature at 3 o'clock today, then following very quickly behind it. 9 p.m. will be the coldest time of the day today. Keeping our wind chills below zero throughout the entirety of today. But warm front moves through overnight, and that will mark a very significant change in our temperatures as well as our wind chills. Probably won't be talking about wind chills this week at all.
That's incredible. And I mean, we were kind of chatting. This is just going to be a trend, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But that 9 is just going to keep going up and up and up, and we will see some nice, almost toasty temperatures.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the red coming in.
Yeah.
Red means warm.
Red means warm. So what this graphic is showing is where there's yellow and oranges, that's temperatures above normal. So this is now Thursday, and those blues that we were seeing, which is over us today, push up very, very quickly through the night. That's because we have a warm front that has a lot of strength behind it, and it will just be bringing in very warm temperatures in behind it next weekend as well.
Wow. And that means that those snow-covered areas that you have, your front yard, your backyard, all the sledding hills, probably going to be going away.
Unfortunately, yes. At this point, The snow that we got yesterday will be sticking for today
Yeah.
as we head into tomorrow, likely just because temperatures won't be too warm to melt.
Sure.
But for sure by Thursday, if you have anything under 2 inches of snow, or you have holes in your ground where you've been able to see grass come through, likely going to be seeing your snow completely gone by Tuesday or Wednesday of this week.
So it's a good reminder for the kids. If you want to get your sledding in,
Yeah.
get it in now. Bundle up.
Right, definitely.
Stay warm. But it might be one of the last chances for a little bit to get some of that sledding in.
Unfortunate.
So, yes, we talk about the weather. That's a big thing that we do on this show. I also like to feature some of the little things that we see around the state.
Yeah.
If we can. We had somebody send us some photos. Let's see if I can get this to pop up really quick. Now, these are, we talked a little bit in our morning show at the 6 and the 8 o'clock hours about wreaths across America. Somebody had sent these photos in to our U-News section on our app. Volunteers placing wreaths on the graves of veterans at the Amana Lennox Cemetery as a part of Wreaths Across America. So these are, decorating for the holidays and honoring fallen veterans and their families. So you can see this wreath here in the Amana Lennox Cemetery. And these, that's us. Hold on. These are the volunteers laying them, they're out in this cold and this snow honoring our fallen veterans. Thank you so much for sending these photos in. If you were a part of any of these Wreaths Across America events, send us your photos that you've taken. We would love to see them and possibly get them on even for next weekend if there aren't something that we are able to get on for this weekend's show. So it's a good thing that we're taking a look at. They're doing fantastic work honoring our veterans.
Yes.
So just a good thing that if we wouldn't have had good viewers be able to send us in, we wouldn't be able to share it with you today.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that take a part of that all across the country. So we talked about the cold. Somebody else sent us a very interesting photo, Camille.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
So this is frost on their window. It was so cold that it created this. And it just reminds me of just how beautiful nature can be sometimes, despite how cold it is outside. Again, going back to the point we made yesterday, was sometimes just whether we talk about how scary it is and how dangerous it is, because it is.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be. But we also, when you're enjoying it from the indoors, and you get photos like this of frost that just kind of spiders out, starts from a really cold point and likely that corner window, and then it just grows. And this probably grew so quickly, which is why you can see all those striations in it, and just probably instantaneously just kind of grew out. And it was this very, very quick process.
When I first saw this, my first thought was, oh, there was a pillow leaned up against this window, and it was the imprint of the pillow. But I don't think so.
I don't think so either, just based on the photo, like the way that this is growing from a corner or something. Likely, it just started off in one little point, and because of how cold it was, the viewer sent it in, said it was 1 degree out when they took this photo.
Postville.
In Postville. So got just that kind of initiation that it needed, and just grew very, very quickly.
Very cool. We love seeing things like this. Again, send them to us if you see nature doing cool things. We had a frosty sunrise yesterday morning that we featured that looked like a painting. It just didn't look real. We did talk yesterday, and this kind of goes back to our conversation about sledding. Remember my conversation about the flexible flyer?
Yes, that I didn't know.
You didn't understand.
No.
Well, my father has sent some photos to share, and maybe not. Maybe it doesn't want to play. Actually, I lied. We don't have the photos.
You'll have to post them on your social media later.
I'll post the photos on my social media, but he sent me photos of the sled. And again, it's kind of an old rickety wooden sled that probably looks a little more dangerous than it really is. It was a ton of fun. But the photo does have the place where my brother and I broke it after taking it off a jump. We landed on it too hard and snapped to one of the wooden boards. And it has my father's, it looked like a 2x4. He just screwed into it to fix it. we were
Easy
back out
fix.
probably the same day on it. So I'll post those photos at some point on my Facebook page. I don't know why that our software doesn't want to recognize their file format, but now you have to come and find my Facebook page.
There we go.
A little incentive to come and see everything.
Yeah.
But with sledding, cold weather, ice skating.
Ice skating.
There are some great places to be ice skating. But first, if you do want to get out and look at the ice skating rinks today and see if that's something that you would like to do, probably like to know how chilly it's going to be on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting out on the ice, you're going to really want to bundle up. We're looking at highs today by this afternoon in the single digits. Sunny, but don't let that sunshine kind of be kind of distort your idea of how warm it is outside. When it's single digits, we're talking about wind chills below zero still. Ensure that frostbite won't set in as quickly as it did this morning potentially, but still it's something to take into consideration. Kids and elderly need to just bundle up a little bit more. Make sure you have that hat and mittens with you. Bring that hot cocoa with you too.
Yes.
That'll be perfect today if you're trying to hit the ice.
Cocoa. And if you do want to hit the ice, the Cedar Rapids ice skating rink is open for the season. It's the outdoor rink at Hughes Park. It actually opened yesterday at the Hughes Park basketball court. So we have transitioned the basketball court into the ice skating rink, and it looks beautiful. I love the lights, the Christmas lights and the fairy lights reflecting off the ice really give it just this beautiful look. The ice skating rink is open daily from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. as weather and temperatures allow. So also please listen to your own body too.
Right.
If your body's saying it's too cold, it's too cold.
Yes.
City says the skate rink is unsupervised and should be used at the skater's discretion.
Right.
And you can always check the city's Facebook page. Their Parks and Rec department does a fantastic job. You can always check their Facebook page on updates, probably on ice conditions, how it's looking, if it is going to be open based on weather and temperatures, things like that.
Yeah.
So
because also Marion has their skating rink open as well as
Yes.
Ely. So if you're maybe not in Cedar Rapids and you're looking for someplace else, Ely and Marion have theirs open.
I love these outdoor skating rinks. They're
Yes.
so much fun. I drive through Uptown Marion often, and every time I drive through, is anyone on the ice skating rink? And for some reason, when I drive through it around midnight, I'm expecting somebody to be out there. I don't know. A midnight skate?
I mean, sure, maybe there might be people, but
I've never seen anyone out there, which is probably smart.
yes.
Maybe don't skate at midnight.
No.
But I always look and see who's out there, how busy it is. Their opening weekend, it was busy because people, I mean, they're excited. They want to try this new thing. But it wasn't so packed that it was uncomfortable.
Okay.
It still looked very manageable. If you're not a confident skater
Okay.
and you need some space to kind of bumble
Yeah.
around a little bit, there was space.
Okay.
So it's always something good to kind of think about. We've got other events going on today. So if you're
Yeah.
not an ice skater, there are things indoor. Do you have? You do.
Yes.
Let me
So-
get good with this little box.
Here we go. So we talked last week.
Yes.
Hawkeye Downs ended up canceling their Santa Village last Sunday.
Yes, because of
Snow.
Was that snow or the temperatures last
It was.
Sunday? Which one was it? Because we've had 3 weekends of weather.
I think it was the snow. I think Cedar Rapids got hit a little bit heavier by the snow last weekend. So we were concerned about that. And just some of our roadways are still recovering by Sunday morning. But it was also a special event for Hawkeye Downs.
Correct. It was their special sensory friendly day last Saturday. Last Sunday. With that being canceled, today is their rescheduled version. So that is going on right now, and for them at the Santa Village.
Yeah. We also have a couple other events going on. Holiday night tours at Bruce Moore Mansion. We've mentioned this a few times now on the weekend streams, but again, happening this weekend. I believe it goes every weekend through the start of January. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I would double check their Facebook page.
Yeah,
but,
always double check the Facebook page.
but I do believe that they go through at least Christmas. But 5 to 8:30 tonight, last entry at 7:30. It's a self-guided tour, enjoying dozens of Christmas trees. So if you're looking for some holiday spirit there.
And this is pretty cool. I like this fun fact. Holiday tunes will be played on the 1929 pipe organ that they have there.
Wow.
I love a good organ.
I do too. Oh my
I
goodness.
wish I could play the organ. I can't.
Okay, niche little topic. I watch a.
I thought you were going to say you can play the organ.
No, I'm not that. No, I'm not musically inclined in the slightest. But I watch a TikTok person who does organs, and she just has. It's so gorgeous to just hear her play.
Sure.
But there's 4 different
keyboards
that she's working on. She has, I think, 6 pedals that she's. The mind that has to go into this and just constantly to mind-boggling. If you have TikTok, I would highly suggest just seeing her page, or I'm sure she's probably also on Facebook or Instagram, all the social media pages. But
it's one of those things.
Neat.
I mean, anyone playing the organ, it's a massive instrument and very impressive. We've gotten so far off topic.
Sorry, that was
all right. What's next?
Next, we are talking brunch with Santa this morning. Waverly Veterans Post starts at 11, goes till 2. There's a brunch, cookie walk / bake sale, crafts, cookie decorating, games, and photos with Santa if you're interested in that.
Of course, it goes till 2 p.m., so you still got time. It hasn't even started yet, actually. If you got to get up to Waverly to see Santa today.
Yeah,
you've got time.
Yeah, you can get out there and enjoy it, or maybe you're thinking of being a little bit Grinchy today. There's a Grinch-inspired dinner happening in Dubuque. This goes from 4 to 6. There will be the movie going on with it. It is all cinema meets cuisine, multi-course dinner that goes along with the movie. But there's also a Grinch visit there as well.
Oh, very, very fun. I like the Grinch. I like all the Christmas characters. On my list that I have for you, I guess I could give you a fun fact about this. I'm obsessed with the Nutcracker, the ballet. And today, if you would like to see the Nutcracker Ballet, the World Ballet Company is performing today at the Five Flags Center in Dubuque at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. You do have to purchase tickets, but I know for some people, seeing the Nutcracker is a annual tradition. You see it every year. I remember seeing it as a kid back home. And I remember meeting one of the ballerinas, and I was like, I want to be you.
Yes.
And I don't know. It's just one of those, and it's a beautiful show.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing to experience. If you've never seen the Nutcracker, I highly, highly recommend doing it for Christmas. It's a great time.
It's a holiday staple. Yeah, we had very, very quickly, we had a little holiday art center, bunch of Christmas trees up, and you would walk through the house, and it was all Nutcracker themed. And they had dancers. You could pay to get tickets so you could see the dancers, and it was all local dancers. So if anyone, the really young girls and the really young guys just getting involved in dance, to all these professionals coming in. Gorgeous, love it. If you love the Nutcracker, holiday staple.
Yep, and now all the songs are probably going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
Not a bad thing.
Another photo that we had sent in to us by a viewer.
Oh, look at him.
The squirrel.
Look at him.
And the birds in the background.
Right.
Oh, beautiful. Squirrel playing in the snow is what the viewer sent to us. So cute. I love seeing the wildlife this time of year. As always, send us your photos.
Yeah.
We'd love to see them. We'd love to talk about them and share them.
Yeah. If you have any of your Christmas decorations too, we've been talking about that. We'd love to see some of those.
Yeah, indoor, outdoor. Send us your favorite ones.
Yeah, or if you're going to some of those drive-through.
See the holiday lights like on the lake. Send photos that you take. We'd love to see them. Oh, little squirrel.
Cutie.
He's keeping his little hands warm.
Aren't we all this morning?
That's very true. That is very true. We talk a lot about what's happening right now in the weather. But meteorologist Joe Winters has helped us out a little bit this weekend with a segment called Beyond the Weather, where he kind of looks at what you could see in the skies around eastern Iowa. If you're not too keen on the snow, but maybe astronomy.
Yes.
So we are going to take a look at what he's recorded for us.
Several days we can get some clear skies. Cold air's in place. That means as we head through the next several days, we can get some clear skies, which is great news if you want to take some looks in the skies across eastern Iowa at night or in the morning, and we call it taking a look beyond the weather. Now, evening skies next couple of weeks, a couple things you can look for: northeast eastern sky, off the horizon, the planet Jupiter. Use binoculars. You may be able to see, even with binoculars or certainly a small telescope, some of the moons of Jupiter moving across the area. Southwest to southern sky also in the evening, you can see our most famous ringed planet, the planet Saturn. And a small telescope certainly giving an aid to that, but you can find Saturn also in those areas. As we look ahead at our moon phases, January 3rd is our next full moon that's coming up. That's the Wolf Moon. We'll talk more about that as January moves in. Until then, we're heading toward our new moon on the 19th, and of course our first quarter moon on December 27th, just after Christmas. We want to remind you of an International Space Station sighting coming up on Tuesday. This is a better one and an opportunity than we've seen for a while. 5:38 in the morning it starts, 5:42 it ends. Guess what? Maximum height 86 degrees off the horizon. The higher it is, the easier it is to see. And of course, don't forget our friends at the Cedar Amateur Astronomers. They have public events from time to time, mainly Zoom and virtual events through the winter. The Palisade Dow's Observatory, they post sky charts. You can check out their website and check out all they have to offer. And again, in the skies across eastern Iowa, as we clear things out, you can take a look also beyond the weather.
I love space and the sky. So getting to watch through these and just kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because he does the segment for
Weather Now.
Right.
So if you watch us every weekday, we start a all weather, all local weather, sometimes some national weather involved in it too. Every single day, 4:30, tune in. All the meteorologists get involved in it, and it's a blast to kind of get a more deep dive. What we do on the weekends, but we actually put it onto a TV and
of course.
put it out there.
Awesome. I think we should give one last look at what we can expect for the coming days.
Yeah.
And see what we've got.
Take a look at your 9-day. So 9-day, we see single digit highs today. Tonight, we'll be seeing our temperatures still below zero for lows. But it's really, as we look ahead towards this week, what a significant change that we're heading towards. Upper 20s for Monday, upper 30s for Tuesday, Wednesday, low 40s for your Thursday. We get a rain and a snow chance that we're going to keep on watching through the end of this week. And as we get into it, just keeping an eye on where it is. A couple of our models have changed over the last 24 hours of where we've seen the system push through. So still some time to figure out what's going on in this system. But low 30s for Friday after the system pushes through really quickly. But we're back towards low 40s by next weekend, with winter officially starting with a high of 33.
Wow. I mean, looking at 41 and 33, both temperatures above freezing.
Right.
That is, it's what a crazy shift.
Yes.
It's
truly
bananas from today with the real feel of negative 20 to 40 degrees. That is going to feel warm.
That's a 60-degree temperature shift. And we talk about maybe people kind of getting more comfortable with these temperatures too. They start getting into shorts, and they start wearing t-shirts outside. It's still 40 degrees outside. Please don't.
Don't wear shorts.
Please. We do ask, obviously it's a really good idea even though you might feel comfortable going out in shorts and t-shirts, to still wear that sweatshirt, still wear those pants.
Yeah,
still cold out.
Covered.
Yes.
It'll be winter.
Yes.
There's the joke that shorts in the winter and Crocs in the winter is like a Midwest thing.
It is.
You're out pushing the snow off your driveway in shorts. You gotta be cold. You gotta be cold.
Yeah.
So maybe just be warm.
Be warm.
Be warm. That's my advice. Be warm. Well, it's almost 10:30.
It is.
That's our half an hour, Camille.
Wow, it goes by so quickly.
It does go by quickly, and we have a lot of fun being able to share these topics with you. We will be back next weekend.
Yes.
Saturday, we'll have our traditional newscasts at 6 and 8 in the regular studio, and then you can come and hang out with us for a half an hour at 10 a.m. and see what's going on.
We'll have a special guest next week.
We will.
Have to tune in.
I'll leave you hanging with that one. All right, we will leave it there then. Have a absolutely fantastic rest of your weekend.
Enjoy it.
All righty, bye.